The cat sat on the mat. She likes to read books. He runs every morning. They play soccer on weekends. I drink coffee every day. The dog barked loudly. We went to the park. The sun is shining bright. Birds are singing in the trees. He is writing a letter. She enjoys painting. They have a small garden. I love eating ice cream. The baby is sleeping. He works in an office. She drives a red car. They watch movies at night. I have a black cat. The flowers are blooming. He is learning to swim. She walks to school. They live in a big house. I play the guitar. The kids are playing outside. He drinks tea in the afternoon. She sings beautifully. They travel often. I write stories. The sky is blue. He cooks dinner every night. She listens to music. They are best friends. I like to draw. The car is fast. He is reading a novel. She dances gracefully. They have a dog. I enjoy hiking. The water is cold. He plays basketball. She is baking cookies. They are watching TV. I have a bicycle. The tree is tall. He is a good student. She wears a hat. They go to the beach. I paint pictures. The street is busy. He loves pizza. She is knitting a scarf. They celebrate birthdays. I walk my dog. The house is old. He is very kind. She wears glasses. They study hard. I ride a horse. The mountain is high. He likes to fish. She is a teacher. They play chess. I read the newspaper. The lake is clear. He enjoys gardening. She has curly hair. They go camping. I watch the news. The road is long. He is a doctor. She makes jewelry. They play the piano. I love my family. The bird is singing. He is fixing the car. She likes to travel. They have 2 children. I take pictures. The forest is dense. He enjoys cooking. She reads to her kids. They visit museums. I swim in the pool. The dog is friendly. He is tall. She has a bicycle. They run marathons. I eat breakfast early. The river is wide. He likes football. She is a dancer. They enjoy the park. I work from home. The garden is pretty. He is very smart. She wears a dress. They have a party. I read at night. The cat is lazy. He likes chocolate. The boy kicks the ball. She writes in her journal. He brushes his teeth. They laugh at the joke. I watch the sunset. The bird flies high. She feeds the cat. He catches the bus. They dance in the rain. I read a magazine. The car stops suddenly. She makes breakfast. He studies late at night. They sing together. I open the window. The fish swims in the tank. She waters the plants. He washes the dishes. They play video games. I walk to the store. The flower smells sweet. She writes emails. He draws cartoons. They hike up the hill. I listen to podcasts. The dog chases its tail. She makes a phone call. He opens the door. They paint the fence. I drive to work. The light turns green. She sips her tea. He ties his shoes. They go ice skating. I fold the laundry. The clock strikes 12. She plays the violin. He reads the instructions. They plant a tree. I build a model. The sky turns grey. She knits a blanket. He washes the car. They write a song. I draw a map. The leaves fall. She packs her bag. He mows the lawn. They bake a cake. I sew a dress. The moon rises. She takes a picture. He plays the trumpet. They design a website. I solve puzzles. The ice melts. She bakes bread. He cleans the room. They jog every morning. I buy groceries. The wind blows. She plants flowers. He sharpens pencils. They climb the tree. I watch cartoons. The stars twinkle. She makes pottery. He brews coffee. They light a fire. I write poems. The ocean waves crash. She buys a dress. He fixes the roof. They play badminton. I take a nap. The cat purrs. She catches butterflies. He builds a sandcastle. They read a book. I sing in the shower. The rain falls. She makes a salad. He ties a knot. They ride bicycles. I feed the birds. The phone rings. She jumps rope. He plays chess. They eat lunch. I write a letter. The boat sails. She packs a lunch. He waters the lawn. They play cards. I take a walk. The sun sets. She reads a story. He catches a fish. They go swimming. I drink water. The bee buzzes. She hangs a picture. He checks the mail. They fly kites. I draw a picture. The snow falls. She makes a bed. He writes a report. They eat dinner. I watch the stars. The train arrives. She feeds the fish. He cuts the grass. They walk the dog. I read a book. The fire burns. She waters the flowers. He makes a sandwich. They go shopping. I bake cookies. The rain pours. She listens to the radio. He opens a can. They clean the house. I brush my hair. The clouds move. She writes a poem. He cooks breakfast. They wash the car. I go to bed. The dog sleeps. She irons clothes. He takes a photo. They watch a play. I buy a book. The wind whistles. She folds clothes. He rides a bike. They clean the yard. I listen to music. The sun shines. She bakes a pie. He plays the drums. They plant seeds. I feed the fish. The grass grows. She reads a map. He writes a story. They go hiking. I water the plants. The star shines. She makes a wish. He washes his face. They build a fort. I take a photo. The baby cries. She buys groceries. He lights a candle. They make a fire. I pet the cat. The leaf falls. She cooks pasta. He reads a paper. They take a trip. I ride a bike. The bird sings. She ties a ribbon. He paints a picture. They eat cake. I walk the dog. The tree grows. She plants a garden. He fixes the fence. They read comics. I watch TV. The moon shines. She makes tea. He draws a picture. They eat snacks. I build a house. The river flows. She feeds the dog. He cleans his shoes. They go running. I bake bread. The fish swims. She takes a shower. He fixes the bike. They play tennis. I paint a picture. The boat floats. She knits a sweater. He drinks juice. They go boating. I wash the car. The star twinkles. She draws a cat. He eats breakfast. They climb a hill. I cook dinner. The sun rises. She braids her hair. He takes a nap. They build a tower. I read a letter. The bird nests. She washes clothes. He cuts paper. They drink water. I walk to school. The tree sways. She buys fruit. He makes soup. They drive cars. I write notes. The flower blooms. She sings softly. He sharpens knives. They watch birds. I sweep the floor. The river runs. She peels oranges. He counts money. They wash windows. I drink tea. The rain falls. She drinks milk. He turns the page. They fold blankets. I bake a pie. The wind blows. She combs her hair. He rakes leaves. They draw pictures. I clean the room. The stars sparkle. She knits hats. He eats cereal. They read books. I write in my diary. The lake shimmers. She pours juice. He fixes clocks. They take photos. I walk in the park. The grass is green. She stitches clothes. He opens boxes. They play guitars. I drink lemonade. The fog lifts. She rides horses. He builds models. They go skiing. I wash dishes. The sun sets. She bakes muffins. He paints walls. They watch the sky. I make tea. The snow glistens. She plays hopscotch. He reads a map. They build houses. I pet the dog. The cat naps. She writes songs. He waters flowers. They fly planes. I read poems. The river sparkles. She drinks coffee. He ties his tie. They visit parks. I make a bed. The wind howls. She peels apples. He watches sports. They cook meals. I write essays. The rain drizzles. She wears a coat. He cuts the rope. They listen to music. I drive a car. The fog rolls in. She braids hair. He takes notes. They watch films. I drink soda. The bird chirps. She washes dishes. He reads news. They draw maps. I clean windows. The snow falls. She drinks tea. He paints furniture. They play games. I walk alone. The dog barks. She writes letters. He feeds cats. They ride bikes. I drink coffee. The tree grows. She plays piano. He washes clothes. They take selfies. I watch clouds. The river flows. She reads stories. He bakes bread. They climb rocks. I write stories. The rain pours. She paints nails. He sharpens pencils. They study books. I wash the car. The star shines. She sips coffee. He drinks water. They play soccer. I draw sketches. The bird sings. She makes crafts. He bakes cookies. They dance gracefully. I read magazines. The cat stretches. She writes essays. He builds boats. They take naps. I ride a scooter. The sun shines. She buys groceries. He fixes cars. They go sailing. I drink tea. The moon glows. She knits scarves. He counts stars. They cook dinner. I paint walls. The sky clears. She reads articles. He rakes leaves. They play tennis. I make sandwiches. The wind gusts. She sips wine. He sharpens tools. They write emails. I walk the dog. The river swells. She reads magazines. He builds shelves. They take taxis. I bake a cake. The fog thickens. She buys shoes. He waters lawns. They go fishing. I watch movies. The snow glitters. She paints canvases. He sharpens scissors. They study hard. I clean the oven. The star twinkles. She drinks smoothies. He reads blogs. They bake pies. I draw plans. The grass is wet. She makes jewelry. He counts coins. They play drums. I write checks. The cat yawns. She folds towels. He washes hands. They write notes. I walk to work. The sun rises. She drinks soda. He fixes bikes. They go camping. I make coffee. The moon is full. She knits socks. He drinks beer. They ride horses. I bake muffins. The river is deep. She plants herbs. He reads books. They take trains. I drink water. The tree sways. She writes a note. He drinks milk. They climb stairs. I walk to the gym. The cat purrs softly. She paints her nails. He builds a cabinet. They read newspapers. I drink orange juice. The dog wags its tail. She buys vegetables. He sharpens a knife. They go for a jog. I watch birds. The sun sets. She sings a song. He waters the plants. They write stories. I clean my room. The grass is wet. She cuts her hair. He repairs the roof. They play volleyball. I make breakfast. The wind blows hard. She writes a novel. He drinks tea. They build a bridge. I walk to the park. The sky is clear. She knits a scarf. He reads a magazine. They go biking. I bake a cake. The stars are bright. She paints a mural. He sharpens his pencil. They study for exams. I wash my clothes. The snow falls gently. She drinks hot chocolate. He reads a comic book. They go on a hike. I clean my desk. The bird flies. She writes an article. He makes a smoothie. They plant trees. I watch the sunset. The water is calm. She buys a gift. He fixes the sink. They play board games. I make a sandwich. The fog is thick. She drinks lemonade. He sharpens a saw. They write letters. I walk to the store. The cat chases a mouse. She sings in the shower. He builds a birdhouse. They read novels. I drink coffee in the morning. The leaves rustle. She paints her room. He waters the garden. They write in their journals. I clean the bathroom. The dog digs a hole. She drinks apple juice. He reads a textbook. They go on a road trip. I bake brownies. The stars twinkle. She buys a hat. He sharpens a chisel. They study the map. I walk to the library. The wind whispers. She knits a sweater. He drinks iced tea. They build a treehouse. I watch the clouds. The sun shines brightly. She writes a poem. He fixes the car. They play with toys. I make a salad. The rain pours down. She buys flowers. He sharpens the blade. They write essays. I walk to the bus stop. The cat climbs a tree. She sings to her baby. He builds a fire. They read together. I drink milk at night. The river flows swiftly. She paints her nails red. He waters the lawn. They write emails. I clean the kitchen. The dog barks loudly. She drinks orange juice. He reads a blog. They go fishing. I bake cookies. The snowflakes fall. She buys a new dress. He sharpens the axe. They study for tests. I walk to the post office. The bird sings a song. She knits gloves. He drinks hot tea. They build a sand castle. I watch the sunrise. The grass is green. She writes a letter. He fixes his bike. They play in the park. I make a smoothie. The wind is strong. She buys a car. He sharpens his tools. They write a play. I walk my cat. The rain drips. She sings in a choir. He builds a fence. They read poetry. I drink water before bed. The leaves fall. She paints a picture. He waters his plants. They write short stories. I clean my garage. The dog runs. She buys a book. He sharpens a pencil. They study history. I walk to the coffee shop. The cat sleeps. She knits a hat. He drinks soda. They build a raft. I watch the fish. The sun rises early. She writes a journal. He fixes a leak. They play hide and seek. I make a pizza. The snow covers the ground. She buys shoes. He sharpens a knife. They study science. I walk to the park every day. The bird chirps. She sings at a concert. He builds a table. They read newspapers together. I drink tea in the afternoon. The grass grows tall. She paints landscapes. He waters the flowers. They write reports. I clean the patio. The dog wags its tail. She buys groceries every week. He sharpens the garden tools. They study mathematics. I walk to the lake. The rain falls gently. She knits a blanket. He drinks wine. They build a snowman. I watch the rain. The stars are visible. She writes her diary. He fixes the heater. They play with their children. I make a cup of tea. The wind blows softly. She buys a new phone. He sharpens the kitchen knives. They study geography. I walk to the market. The cat meows. She sings with a band. He builds a chair. They read books together. I drink coffee in the evening. The grass needs cutting. She paints abstracts. He waters the backyard. They write in their notebooks. I clean the windows. The dog jumps. She buys a painting. He sharpens the saw. They study literature. I walk in the garden. The rain wets the ground. She knits a doll. He drinks coffee in the morning. They build a bookshelf. I watch the birds. The sun sets late. She writes emails every day. He fixes the door. They play catch. I make a sandwich for lunch. The snowflakes are beautiful. She buys a necklace. He sharpens his blade. They study languages. I walk to the bakery. The bird flies away. She sings lullabies. He builds a shed. They read the news. I drink juice in the morning. The grass is freshly cut. She paints her house. He waters the tree. They write in diaries. I clean the porch. The dog rolls over. She buys a magazine. He sharpens the scissors. They study art. I walk to the river. The rain is steady. She knits a toy. He drinks beer. They build a fireplace. I watch the sunset every evening. The stars appear. She writes articles. He fixes his shoes. They play cards. I make a cup of coffee. The wind is calm. She buys a bracelet. He sharpens the hedge clippers. They study biology. I walk to the bookstore. The cat stretches. She sings at the opera. He builds a boat. They read magazines. I drink tea in the garden. The grass sways. She paints portraits. He waters the vegetables. They write essays for her school. I clean the yard. The dog runs in the park. She buys a purse. He sharpens the pencil. They study physics. I walk to the beach. The rain taps the window. She knits a cardigan. He drinks coffee with friends. They build a treehouse. I watch the rain fall. The stars twinkle brightly. She writes her memoirs. He fixes the computer. They play chess. I make a salad for dinner. The wind rustles the leaves. She buys a coat. He sharpens the axe. They study chemistry. I walk to the store for groceries. The cat purrs contentedly. She sings beautifully. He builds a model airplane. They read together every night. I drink hot chocolate in winter. The grass glistens with dew. She paints still life. He waters the garden daily. They write poetry. I clean my shoes. The dog barks at strangers. She buys earrings. He sharpens the mower blade. They study astronomy. I walk to the post office every day. The rain washes the streets. She knits a baby blanket. He drinks lemonade on hot days. They build sand castles. I watch the clouds drift by. The bird sings sweetly. She writes a blog post. He fixes the toaster. They play in the sandbox. I make a smoothie for breakfast. The dog chases a ball. She paints her toenails. He waters the plants daily. They study for the exam. I clean the fish tank. The sun shines brightly. She knits in the evening. He drinks hot cocoa. They build a playground. I watch the ocean waves. The stars fill the sky. She buys a painting. He sharpens his skates. They study English. I walk to the office. The cat plays with yarn. She sings softly. He builds a bookshelf. They read science fiction. I drink herbal tea. The grass is lush. She paints with watercolors. He waters the flowers daily. They write thank you notes. I clean the stove. The bird flies gracefully. She buys a vase. He sharpens his tools. They study history together. I walk around the neighborhood. The rain falls steadily. She knits a blanket. He drinks iced coffee. They build a tent. I watch the snowfall. The sun sets beautifully. She writes recipes. He fixes the fence. They play hopscotch. I make a fruit salad. The cat naps in the sun. She sings a lullaby. He waters the grass. They read fairy tales. I drink warm milk. The bird chirps happily. She paints her kitchen. He sharpens his pocket knife. They study art history. I walk to the bus stop. The stars shine brightly. She buys a journal. He drinks sparkling water. They build a new deck. I clean the bathroom sink. The dog barks at the mailman. She knits a scarf. He fixes the light switch. They play with Legos. I make a vegetable stew. The sun rises early. She sings with joy. He waters the bushes. They read biographies. I drink chamomile tea. The cat pounces on a toy. She paints her bedroom. He sharpens his blade. They study the stars. I walk to the grocery store. The rain creates puddles. She knits mittens. He drinks green tea. They build a fort. I watch the sunrise. The bird nests in the tree. She buys new curtains. He fixes the shower. They play on the swings. I make a cheese sandwich. The sun warms the earth. She sings in the car. He waters the lawn. They read mysteries. I drink apple cider. The cat scratches the post. She paints her nails. He sharpens his pencils. They study chemistry. I walk to the museum. The stars appear slowly. She buys a new dress. He drinks a smoothie. They build a birdhouse. I clean the garage. The dog rolls in the grass. She knits socks. He fixes the bicycle. They play with blocks. I make spaghetti for dinner. The sun sets behind the hills. She sings on stage. He waters the indoor plants. They read adventure stories. I drink hot tea. The bird pecks at seeds. She paints a sunset. He sharpens the hedge trimmer. They study geography. I walk to the bakery. The rain waters the garden. She knits a hat. He drinks iced tea. They build a dock. I watch the fish swim. The stars light up the sky. She buys a camera. He fixes the clock. They play tag. I make a peanut butter sandwich. The sun rises slowly. She sings in the shower. He waters the potted plants. They read textbooks. I drink ginger tea. The cat lounges in the sun. She paints with acrylics. He sharpens his scissors. They study marine life. I walk to the pharmacy. The rain patters on the roof. She knits a throw. He drinks herbal tea. They build a gazebo. I watch the rain fall. The bird perches on a branch. She buys fresh fruit. He fixes the garage door. They play hide and seek. I make a chicken salad. The sun sets over the ocean. She sings in the choir. He waters the ferns. They read historical novels. I drink peppermint tea. The cat purrs loudly. She paints a portrait. He sharpens his knife. They study physics. I walk to the library. The stars twinkle above. She buys a new book. He drinks orange juice. They build a raft. I clean the kitchen floor. The dog digs a hole. She knits a cowl. He fixes the window. They play board games. I make a grilled cheese sandwich. The sun rises over the mountains. She sings with friends. He waters the ivy. They read fiction. I drink lemon water. The bird builds a nest. She paints the fence. He sharpens his garden tools. They study biology. I walk to the park every morning. The rain splashes on the pavement. She knits a headband. He drinks soda. They build a new path. I watch the waves crash. The stars glow softly. She buys a necklace. He fixes the TV. They play frisbee. I make a fruit smoothie. The sun shines through the clouds. She sings a duet. He waters the hanging plants. They read fantasy novels. I drink iced coffee. The cat chases a bug. She paints with oils. He sharpens his razor. They study literature. I walk to the zoo. The rain creates a rainbow. She knits a pillow. He drinks a milkshake. They build a greenhouse. I watch the sunset by the lake. The bird chirps loudly. She writes in her planner. He fixes the car engine. They play in the water. I make a fruit smoothie. The cat purrs softly. She paints her nails pink. He waters the garden daily. They study for their exams. I clean the living room. The sun rises early. She knits every evening. He drinks green tea. They build a small fort. I watch the birds. The stars twinkle brightly. She buys fresh vegetables. He sharpens his knife. They study together. I walk to the gym. The cat sleeps peacefully. She sings in the park. He builds a treehouse. They read the latest news. I drink a glass of milk. The grass grows quickly. She paints with watercolors. He waters the plants. They write in their notebooks. I clean the windows. The bird flies high. She buys a new book. He sharpens his pencil. They study the stars. I walk to the cafe. The rain pours heavily. She knits a new sweater. He drinks hot chocolate. They build a snowman. I watch the sunset. The stars shine brightly. She buys a new dress. He fixes the leaky faucet. They play in the garden. I make a cup of tea. The sun sets slowly. She sings beautifully. He waters the plants daily. They read bedtime stories. I drink a cup of coffee. The cat jumps on the bed. She paints a landscape. He sharpens his tools. They study the map. I walk to the store. The rain falls gently. She knits a scarf. He drinks iced tea. They build a sand castle. I watch the clouds. The sun shines brightly. She buys a new car. He fixes the bicycle. They play in the yard. I make a sandwich. The stars twinkle in the sky. She sings a song. He waters the flowers. They read the instructions. I clean the dishes. The bird chirps happily. She paints her nails red. He sharpens the scissors. They study for the quiz. I walk to the market. The rain drizzles outside. She knits a pair of socks. He drinks cold water. They build a wooden house. I watch the rain fall. The stars light up the night. She buys a birthday gift. He fixes the broken chair. They play board games. I make a fresh salad. The sun rises in the east. She sings in the choir. He waters the garden. They read mystery novels. I drink a smoothie. The cat chases a butterfly. She paints her bedroom. He sharpens the blades. They study the weather. I walk to the bus stop. The rain creates puddles. She knits a winter hat. He drinks coffee every morning. They build a new fence. I watch the stars. The bird builds a nest. She buys a new laptop. He fixes the sink. They play with their dog. I make a fruit salad. The sun sets in the west. She sings on stage. He waters the lawn. They read comic books. I drink a cup of tea. The cat sleeps on the couch. She paints with acrylics. He sharpens the knife. They study insects. I walk to the beach. The rain falls softly. She knits a pair of gloves. He drinks lemon water. They build a fire pit. I watch the sunrise. The stars are beautiful. She buys a new bag. He fixes the door. They play soccer. I make a cup of coffee. The sun shines through the window. She sings a lullaby. He waters the plants daily. They read science books. I clean the house. The bird sings sweetly. She paints her toenails blue. He sharpens his tools. They study marine biology. I walk to the park. The rain patters on the roof. She knits a cozy blanket. He drinks herbal tea. They build a birdhouse. I watch the moon rise. The stars twinkle at night. She buys fresh flowers. He fixes the television. They play basketball. I make a peanut butter sandwich. The sun rises behind the mountains. She sings a happy tune. He waters the flowers daily. They read poetry. I drink orange juice. The cat purrs contentedly. She paints her nails. He sharpens the garden tools. They study the planets. I walk to the store every morning. The rain waters the plants. She knits a warm hat. He drinks iced water. They build a tree swing. I watch the clouds drift by. The stars are bright tonight. She buys a new watch. He fixes the broken window. They play video games. I make a bowl of soup. The sun sets over the horizon. She sings in the shower. He waters the garden every day. They read travel guides. I clean the attic. The bird chirps cheerfully. She paints her nails purple. He sharpens the saw. They study ancient history. I walk to the park every afternoon. The rain falls lightly. She knits a colorful scarf. He drinks hot tea. They build a sandcastle on the beach. I watch the waves crash. The stars illuminate the sky. She buys a new phone. He fixes the leaky roof. They play in the backyard. I make a cup of hot cocoa. The sun rises over the ocean. She sings along to music. He waters the indoor plants. They read cookbooks. I drink a glass of lemonade. The cat jumps on the windowsill. She paints with pastels. He sharpens his razor. They study the human body. I walk to the farmer's market. The rain fills the streams. She knits a small blanket. He drinks water after his run. They build a wooden bridge. I watch the rain from the porch. The bird flaps its wings. She writes a letter. He fixes the clock. They play with the puppy. I make a cup of soup. The cat chases the mouse. She paints her room. He waters the vegetable garden. They read the newspaper. I clean the basement. The sun rises in the east. She knits a sweater. He drinks coffee. They build a new garage. I watch the sunset. The stars twinkle above. She buys groceries. He sharpens his knife. They study mathematics. I walk to the bakery. The cat sleeps in the sun. She sings softly. He builds a new shed. They read horror stories. I drink hot chocolate. The grass sways in the wind. She paints a landscape. He waters the herbs. They write in their diaries. I clean the closet. The bird sings in the morning. She buys a new bike. He sharpens the blades. They study the solar system. I walk to the lake. The rain falls steadily. She knits a beanie. He drinks iced lemonade. They build a stone wall. I watch the fish swim. The stars shine brightly. She buys a new hat. He fixes the doorbell. They play in the pool. I make a smoothie. The sun sets in the west. She sings on the stage. He waters the flowers. They read classic novels. I drink iced tea. The cat climbs the tree. She paints her kitchen. He sharpens the chisel. They study grammar. I walk to the park. The rain waters the lawn. She knits a baby blanket. He drinks cold water. They build a bird feeder. I watch the stars. The stars sparkle at night. She buys a new phone. He fixes the chair. They play chess. I make a sandwich. The sun rises over the hills. She sings at the concert. He waters the garden. They read detective stories. I drink hot tea. The cat pounces on a toy. She paints with watercolors. He sharpens his axe. They study chemistry. I walk to the library. The rain creates puddles. She knits a shawl. He drinks fruit juice. They build a playhouse. I watch the clouds. The stars are bright tonight. She buys a new coat. He fixes the faucet. They play tag. I make a salad. The sun sets behind the mountains. She sings in the church choir. He waters the plants. They read history books. I drink hot cider. The cat licks its paws. She paints a portrait. He sharpens his tools. They study botany. I walk to the school. The rain falls gently. She knits a cardigan. He drinks herbal tea. They build a treehouse. I watch the sunrise. The stars twinkle above. She buys a new dress. He fixes the roof. They play catch. I make a fruit salad. The sun rises slowly. She sings a song. He waters the bushes. They read fantasy novels. I drink green tea. The cat stretches lazily. She paints a mural. He sharpens the mower blades. They study physics. I walk to the office. The rain washes the streets. She knits a pair of mittens. He drinks milk. They build a dock. I watch the boats. The stars light up the sky. She buys a new purse. He fixes the garage door. They play hopscotch. I make a pancake breakfast. The sun sets beautifully. She sings to herself. He waters the trees. They read children's books. I drink black coffee. The cat watches the birds. She paints her nails. He sharpens his skates. They study geology. I walk to the gym. The rain fills the pond. She knits a sweater. He drinks apple juice. They build a new house. I watch the leaves fall. The stars shine brightly. She buys a new watch. He fixes the light. They play hide and seek. I make a cup of cocoa. The sun rises early. She sings in the car. He waters the lawn. They read the menu. I drink a glass of water. The cat jumps on the bed. She paints a still life. He sharpens his knife. They study astronomy. I walk to the corner store. The rain cleans the air. She knits a cozy blanket. He drinks hot chocolate. They build a snow fort. I watch the birds fly. The stars appear slowly. She buys a new ring. He fixes the sink. They play frisbee. I make a bowl of oatmeal. The sun sets quickly. She sings with her friends. He waters the garden. They read magazines. I drink a cup of tea. The cat plays with a ball. She paints a sunset. He sharpens his tools. They study the weather. I walk to the pharmacy. The rain creates a rainbow. She knits a new hat. He drinks lemonade. They build a brick wall. I watch the children play. The stars twinkle softly. She buys a new lamp. He fixes the heater. They play in the sand. I make a pot of soup. The sun rises over the sea. She sings in the choir. He waters the roses. They read comic strips. I drink a protein shake. The cat chases its tail. She paints a flower. He sharpens his blade. They study oceanography. I walk to the movie theater. The rain makes everything green. She knits a cowl. He drinks orange juice. They build a patio. I watch the waves. The stars shine at night. She buys a new notebook. He fixes the fence. They play in the snow. I make a chocolate cake. The sun sets behind the hills. She sings a melody. He waters the ferns. They read recipes. I drink a milkshake. The cat sits on the windowsill. She paints her nails blue. He sharpens his axe. They study the ecosystem. I walk to the post office. The rain falls all day. She knits a blanket. He drinks iced tea. They build a campfire. I watch the rain. The stars are bright tonight. She buys new shoes. He fixes the microwave. They play volleyball. I make a batch of cookies. The sun rises above the trees. She sings a lullaby. He waters the flowers. They read romance novels. I drink a cup of coffee. The cat scratches the furniture. She paints a seascape. He sharpens his garden shears. They study literature. I walk to the dentist. The rain falls in the night. She knits a sweater. He drinks bottled water. They build a new path. I watch the stars. The stars shine brightly. She buys a new camera. He fixes the radiator. They play board games. I make a fruit pie. The sun sets early. She sings in the shower. He waters the grass. They read science fiction books. I drink a smoothie. The cat lounges on the couch. She paints her nails red. He sharpens his pencil. They study ancient civilizations. I walk to the bank. The rain soaks the ground. She knits a hat. He drinks energy drinks. They build a playset. I watch the clouds move. The stars are numerous. She buys a new handbag. He fixes the toaster. They play baseball. I make a bowl of cereal. The sun rises in the morning. She sings at home. He waters the garden daily. They read non-fiction. I drink tea in the afternoon. The cat meows for her food. She paints a house. He sharpens the lawnmower blades. They study climate change. I walk to the supermarket. The rain creates streams. She knits socks. He drinks sparkling water. They build a stone path. I watch the river flow. The stars twinkle brightly. She buys a dress. He fixes the blender. They play tennis. I make a batch of muffins. The sun sets behind the clouds. She sings in the garden. He waters the bushes. They read the Bible. I drink hot chocolate. The cat chases a bird. She paints a picture. He sharpens his knife. They study biology. I walk to the school. The rain falls all night. She knits a blanket. He drinks a sports drink. They build a fence. I watch the sun rise. The bird sings softly. She writes in her diary. He fixes the broken toy. They play with their cat. I make a smoothie. The cat naps on the rug. She paints a tree. He waters the indoor plants. They read fairy tales. I clean the bathroom. The sun shines warmly. She knits a small scarf. He drinks green tea. They build a tiny house. I watch the sunrise. The stars glimmer faintly. She buys a loaf of bread. He sharpens the garden shears. They study math problems. I walk to the grocery store. The cat purrs contentedly. She sings a soft tune. He builds a wooden chair. They read ghost stories. I drink herbal tea. The grass looks greener. She paints a beach scene. He waters the roses. They write letters to friends. I clean the car. The bird chirps loudly. She buys a new cookbook. He sharpens the axe. They study geography. I walk to the bus stop. The rain falls quietly. She knits a pair of socks. He drinks cold lemonade. They build a garden shed. I watch the rain fall. The stars twinkle brightly. She buys a warm coat. He fixes the leaky pipe. They play with blocks. I make a cup of coffee. The sun sets behind the hills. She sings a happy song. He waters the houseplants. They read adventure novels. I drink a cup of water. The cat stretches out. She paints with oils. He sharpens his kitchen knives. They study animal behavior. I walk to the downtown area. The rain drips from the roof. She knits a cozy hat. He drinks iced coffee. They build a tree swing. I watch the clouds move. The stars appear gradually. She buys a new wallet. He fixes the broken fence. They play tag in the yard. I make a bowl of soup. The sun rises over the horizon. She sings a lullaby. He waters the vegetable garden. They read their favorite books. I drink fresh juice. The cat jumps on the table. She paints a mountain. He sharpens the saw blade. They study history. I walk to the coffee shop. The rain forms puddles. She knits a colorful blanket. He drinks a protein shake. They build a wooden bridge. I watch the fish swim. The stars shine dimly. She buys a new car. He fixes the light switch. They play in the park. I make a batch of cookies. The sun sets behind the trees. She sings in the choir. He waters the ferns. They read science fiction. I drink a cold soda. The cat licks its fur. She paints a forest. He sharpens the drill bits. They study chemistry. I walk to the playground. The rain makes the grass grow. She knits a winter sweater. He drinks hot coffee. They build a fort. I watch the kids play. The stars are barely visible. She buys a new notebook. He fixes the ceiling fan. They play soccer. I make a cup of tea. The sun rises early in the morning. She sings a cheerful song. He waters the flowers daily. They read non-fiction books. I drink a cup of milk. The cat plays with yarn. She paints a rainbow. He sharpens the hedge clippers. They study the weather. I walk to the lake every day. The rain waters the garden. She knits a pair of mittens. He drinks water after his run. They build a fireplace. I watch the birds fly. The stars twinkle in the sky. She buys a birthday cake. He fixes the car's engine. They play basketball. I make a fruit salad. The sun sets over the mountains. She sings on stage. He waters the grass. They read fashion magazines. I drink a cup of hot chocolate. The cat naps on the windowsill. She paints a night sky. He sharpens his razor. They study the ocean. I walk to the post office daily. The rain cleans the streets. She knits a baby blanket. He drinks carrot juice. They build a patio. I watch the stars at night. The stars twinkle in the dark. She buys a new handbag. He fixes the porch light. They play hide and seek. I make a batch of pancakes. The sun rises over the beach. She sings in her room. He waters the bushes. They read mystery novels. I drink a glass of iced tea. The cat watches the birds. She paints a sunny day. He sharpens his pocket knife. They study astronomy. I walk to the library every week. The rain falls steadily all day. She knits a pair of gloves. He drinks iced tea. They build a rock garden. I watch the rain from my window. The stars twinkle like diamonds. She buys a new computer. He fixes the TV. They play video games. I make a cup of chamomile tea. The sun sets behind the clouds. She sings a sweet song. He waters the plants. They read historical fiction. I drink a cup of peppermint tea. The cat curls up in a ball. She paints an ocean view. He sharpens his carving tools. They study biology. I walk to the bookstore. The rain patters on the roof. She knits a warm scarf. He drinks hot cider. They build a wooden fence. I watch the ducks swim. The stars shine in the night sky. She buys a necklace. He fixes the kitchen sink. They play cards. I make a cup of ginger tea. The sun rises behind the hills. She sings a familiar tune. He waters the backyard. They read fantasy books. I drink a glass of wine. The cat scratches the post. She paints a field of flowers. He sharpens his scissors. They study ancient history. I walk to the garden. The rain makes a soothing sound. She knits a pair of slippers. He drinks a smoothie. They build a dollhouse. I watch the sunset from my porch. The stars are out tonight. She buys a new bracelet. He fixes the radio. They play badminton. I make a cup of lemon tea. The sun sets over the city. She sings a Christmas carol. He waters the front lawn. They read detective stories. I drink a cup of green tea. The cat jumps on the counter. She paints an abstract design. He sharpens his garden tools. They study weather patterns. I walk to the grocery store daily. The rain falls gently outside. She knits a set of coasters. He drinks iced coffee every morning. They build a swing set. I watch the rain splash. The stars twinkle above the trees.